With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter David Aldridge. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Duren out there with James. Then there's DeJounte Murray. Then there's Edwards. And it's Van Vliet in at the point guard. And for Dallas, Hardaway in the front court along with Williams. Hardy is out there with Doncic. And it's Holmes in at the 5 spot. Here in the middle of the season, injuries can certainly pile up, Greg. How does a team hold it together when it's missing important pieces?
Kevin, it's all about communication and being ready to step up. As long as you keep working as a unit, you can cover for missing bodies.
So the Timberwolves win the... tip. To the middle. Here's Duren. And he converts the layup. Duren's got the first points of the night for the Timberwolves.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Hardy passes to Doncic. From outside the arc, Duren pulls it in. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Last time they met was in Minnesota.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
Very satisfying performance, but one they'll look to repeat tonight. And they ended up winning it going away.
And so here is Dallas after the basket by Minnesota. 5 to shoot. Launches a 3. And it's Doncic missing. Van Vliet with the bounce pass. James with it. Hardaway picks him up. And James gets it to go.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Van Vliet against Doncic. From past the arc. That doesn't go either for Doncic. For Minnesota, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. They get it back. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Murray left side. The Timberwolves working the ball around them. Nice shot by James.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here's Hardy. 35 points for him last game against Portland.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the strike a lot and cashed in when he had his chances.
Now here's Hardy to end the run.
You know, that's a quick 0 for 4 now. At what point do you call a timeout and reset?
Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Let us go Wolves.
And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. The Timberwolves, number 1.
I mean, no doubt for me that they've hit their stride the last few weeks. I mean, they are punishing the defenses with that up-tempo style.
Doncic passes to Hardy. The rebound by James.
Tough start, missing their first 5 shots.
Pass to Edwards. James kicks to Van Vliet. For 3, Edwards. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Williams finds Doncic. Down low. Here's Holmes. Got a hand on it. And even 3-on-3 break.
How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke. But what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
And Williams with the stuff.
So good at seeing the floor. Doncic able to set up his open teammates.
Van Vliet against Doncic. Van Vliet passes to Edwards. Outside for Murray. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Oh, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Scooped up. Doncic outside. In the corner, Holmes with it. Another shot. And James pulls it down.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Shots good by Duran.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Edwards can't hit.
The defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with this.
Hardy, no good.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Dallas calls timeout. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
And a lot of people thought they were the favorites going into that one, but it ended up being a much tougher game than most anticipated, and they just fell short.
Well, to me, it looked like they were pretty evenly matched. And you look at how the game ended, I would say I'm not alone in that sentiment. Those are two pretty evenly matched teams.
Here's Doncic after the basket by Minnesota. Holmes passes to Hardy. The kick out to Williams. Fires the three. Good on the three-point shot. Williams has got 5 minutes.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Murray with the bounce pass. Holmes with the steal. Hardaway for 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Duran's got 8 rebounds in this game. Ball's knocked loose. Doncic with the steal. Now here's Hardy. He's covered by Murray. And Jalen Duran picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Now he's checked in for Rashawn Holmes.
Comes onto the floor for your man, Dwight Howard.
Powell kicks to Williams. Some nice passing here by Dallas. A 3-ball. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Williams has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Capable of running the offense. Doncic, fantastic at getting his teammates involved.
Edwards, that's good.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. It's still early, but I agree with you.
And the Mavs consult Luka before any major move now. Rare for a player so young to have that much say.
Yeah, you know, I don't know how much I agree with that, but given Luka's stardom and in the day and age we're in, he is Dallas going forward. And to some degree, I think perhaps he has earned the right to have a say in who he's going to team up with.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Josh Green comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Seth Curry in for Hardy. All 3 throws good from Doncic.
One of the things that's really impressive about Luka Doncic, and he's already a star, is his continued growth. I mean, season to season, you see this guy working on himself, working on his mind, how he thinks the game and his body, and becoming a better athlete. That spells trouble for the league.
Offensive rebound. Duran the pass to Edwards. For 3, Van Vliet bangs home the trifecta.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Mavericks trail by 13. Pass to Williams. Now here's Powell. Still without a basket. Doncic outside. Fires the three. Duran pulls it in. Duran's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Now here's Curry. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Portland.
And not just the scoring. It was also how fierce he was on defense, grabbing 3 steals on the night as well.
Edwards against Green. Edwards can't hit.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Van Vliet with the bucket.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Williams double team. Here's Doncic. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up.
Certainly wasn't an ideal start for him, but now he's got a bucket to build on.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
Hey, knocking down free throws in a hostile environment is really about the battle of the mind.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Timberwolves leading by 13. LeVert kicks to McDaniels. Offline with his three.
And I think that one could have easily fallen for him.
To the inside, Williams. And he uses the glass on the lane. Williams has got 10 points.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
McConnell scanning the floor. Pass to McDaniels. Lets it fly. Mavericks with the rebound. Feeds it to Curry. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
So good at figuring out ways to get inside. Seth Curry working on improving this part of his game.
McConnell against Doncic. Inside. It's deflected. And here comes the break for the finish. And the dunk by Doncic.
Luka with so many physical gifts. Taking flight right there.
Minnesota in the lead. McConnell passes to LeVert. And again, unable to change momentum here. And Curry the bucket on the assist by Doncic. Curry's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And the Timberwolves call time.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat. Mavericks
making a switch here. Kleber's checked in. Here's McConnell. Still yet to score. Hey, Greg, we love watching T.J. McConnell on the floor. It's like watching a guard from a couple decades ago.
And Kevin, this guy's just an old school point guard. His focus is on defense and passing, and great at both of those as an undersized guard in today's NBA.
And both free throws good for McConnell.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Curry against LeVert. Doncic outside. Here's Powell. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 5 assists in the game. And so it's McConnell with it. They'll bring it up for Minnesota. It's a 5-point game. Offensive rebound. Count that one from Toppin.
And the game of basketball is one of runs, and right now this one's definitely not over.
No, it certainly isn't. I mean, if they string together a few more baskets and get a couple of stops, I mean, this game will be tight again just like that. So stay tuned.
And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Doncic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the paint. Here's Kleber. And Kleber slams it in.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
Livers buries it from three-point range.
Love the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
On the wing, Green. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Here's Livers. Reba defending. Back to Toppin. And they pick up 2. And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
And Curry has it in the corner. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got assist number 8 now on the night. Timberwolves shooting it officially from the get-go. They're at 52% from the field. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. McConnell against Doncic. McConnell passes to McDaniels. That one, no good. And here is Doncic, and the wide-open shot from Green. Another 3 for Dallas.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
With 1 on the clock. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Timberwolves lead by 1. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Edwards is checked in.
Anthony Edwards.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. They've got Edwards. Duran out there with James. Then it's Fred VanVleet. And it's Murray in at the shooting guard.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, DeJounte Murray grew up in South Seattle. He said a lot of stuff goes on. It was rough. But NBA veteran and fellow Rainier Beach graduate Jamal Murray tried to help him. Murray says, he always stayed positive with me and my family. He'd say, that kid has a chance. And every summer we play pickup. I knew I could be okay if I stayed working. Kevin?
And he did. D.A., thanks so much for the report.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
And it's Green with the jam.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Minnesota calls timeout, and rebuilding teams, Clark, are going to ride their young prospects. But talk about the importance of having those sage veterans on that roster and their guidance.
Kevin, I don't think you can overstate it. It's critical. It's imperative. I mean, imparting that understanding of what it takes to be a professional and doing it with words and example is so valuable and so part of what veterans offer to young players and to good teams.
It's stolen by Edwards. Here's James. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
First personal foul.
And great find by VanVleet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Memphis.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
Green against Edwards. Green passes to Hardy. Here we go. James heading to the hoop. Lays it in off the breakaway. James has got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
And James picks up the foul.
Second team.
That'll be his second foul of the game. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game.
Come get it.
In the corner, Hardaway with it. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Hardaway has got his first points of the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Shots good by Duran.
And they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
In the corner, Hardaway with it. Again, the Mavericks score.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Adding to their lead. And you see that field goal percentage for the game steadily heading north.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
From deep, Green. Another three for Dallas.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Back to Edwards. That's in, and that's his fourth basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident at taking on defenders and finishing.
On the wing, Green. Jacks up a three, and that one's good. Hardy's got 9.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
And here's Edwards from the arc. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
The competitive fire of Anthony Edwards, admirable, going right back at him.
Van Vliet brings the double team. Holmes finds Hardaway. And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense. They anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Van Vliet passes to Murray. From deep, James. Shot clock reset for the Timberwolves. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
And Clark, what can you say about Anthony Edwards? Living up to that first overall hype, he has been spectacular.
Yeah, he has been, Kevin. I agree. Some were surprised he went first overall, but you look back at that draft, he was as good a #1 pick as any of them, and he's certainly proven to be worthy of that stat.
And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Ricky Rubio checked in for the Timberwolves. Dallas calls timeout. Edwards with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
Changes here for the Timberwolves. Daniels is checked in for Duran. T.J. McConnell comes in for Edwards. And it's Brown in for Fred Van Vliet. Here's Hardy. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. And 11 points for Jaden Hardy.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
The offensive rebound. There's the pass to Holmes. Three-pointer. Rebound, Minnesota.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Back to McConnell. Now here's McDaniel. Defense is right there, and the basket is good.
You're not going to get every shot off clean. McDaniels recognizes that and made the adjustment accordingly.
Inside, Holmes. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 1. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Rebounded by Holmes. Holmes got 4 rebounds in this game. Dallas has gotten out from three-point land in the second quarter, going 4 of 5 from downtown. Off target at the rim.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
And immediately looking for the open man when the double team comes to him.
James kicks to McDaniel over Williams. A shot by McDaniels, no good. The Mavericks leading. Outside Hardaway. A three-pointer, no good. And it's Rubio with the ball for the Timberwolves. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando, and they'll take on the Magic. They're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. Stolen by McDaniels. And here's the fast break. Throws it up high. He can't hit that time. The Maverick shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Passes it to Holmes. Kicks it to Hardaway. Pass to Hardy. Three-pointer. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And the Mavericks with possession here after the basket by Minnesota. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Pulls up on the wing. Rebounded by Hardaway. Hardaway has got his 5th rebound in this one. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
That's on Jaden McDaniels.
When Hardaway Jr. is forcing the issue like that, it draws the defense's attention, and I like his aggressiveness as a scorer.
He's off on the first.
You know, you look at Hardaway Jr. right now. I think efficiency is everything, should be the priority for him. I think he has the talent, no doubt, but just needs to play to his strengths a little bit more.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Powell, he's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Maxi Kleba comes in for Grant Williams. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Josh Green. And Doncic is subbed in for Hardy. James misses. Mavericks leading by 3. Hardaway goes in. The shot by Kleba, wide open. Hands the shot with nobody near him. Kleba's got his 2nd bucket. Minnesota's gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. And James throws it down.
Boy, LeVert's showing you his unselfishness there. I mean, if you're open, he loves getting you the ball.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Curry against LeVert. Curry kicks to Kleba. Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. And James pulls it down.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch. That's his second foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet, but something to keep an eye on.
The Mavericks shoot their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Now, here's Doncic. He's coming off a 19-point game against Portland.
Boy, he was piling up those assists in that one. I mean, every pass seemed to be on time and on target.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional.
Now, I'd suggest that he stay with those basics because we've got a tight one here tonight.
Here's James. The shot from the low post is good. James has got 21.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Powell, that's good.
But, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
McDaniels passes to LeVert. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
At the line for the Timberwolves.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And the free throw drops for LeVert.
And LeVert, the Ohio native, has a ton of potential, folks. A tall, lanky shooting guard with really good playmaking ability.
Fred VanVleet is checked in for T.J. McConnell. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Powell. Chopping with the double team. Here's Kleba. And it's off from three-point range. And so James will bring it up for Minnesota. Hardaway with a wide-open look. The second effort. Out to Doncic. Curry looking around from deep three-point land, and that one released in time, but no good. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Mavericks ahead, up by 1. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Jason, a hard-fought first half. How do you assess the game so far?
We're going to need everybody. And the one thing we got to do is we can't settle. We got to keep attacking and get the ball in the paint.
Use that length to your advantage. Thanks, Jason. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Tremendous first half. Glad to have you back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. Some good action during the period, as it was just a one-point game at the end of one. They gained a little ground there in the second quarter. And from what we saw so far from the Mavericks, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
The bench unit was an essential part of the puzzle in the first half. They really stepped it up in a big way, and that helped out. And now the starters can appreciate not having to carry the load on their own.
Shaq, what you think about Minnesota?
Defensively, they got to do a better job of staying connected to the shooter. They're getting lit up from beyond the line. Better to crowd those guys, force them to put the ball on the floor and make a play.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been a clinic out there by James.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. The Mavericks leading. Hardaway in the front court, along with Williams. Doncic out there with Hardy. And it's Holmes in its center. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd. Here's James. And James throws it down. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
Now, here's Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 12 assists.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Outside Williams. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Van Vliet outside. Three-pointer, LeVert. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 4 assists now tonight.
LeVert showing you can rise up from deep. A quality shooter when given room to fire.
Here's Williams, and finished off by Williams.
Nice job hitting him right in stride. Excellent play.
Timberwolves have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Down low. Count that one from Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Well, it's been a great start for this offense here in the second half. 4 for 4.
Stolen by Van Vliet. The pass to Duren. Out to the right wing. McDaniels. Second chance shot. Counted. Good. Now it's a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Out to the right wing. Here's Hardy. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Now here's Van Vliet. He has 7. Ring shot on the way. And again it's Minnesota.
Attacking right away. McDaniels wasting no time there.
Mavericks have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Here's Hardaway. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Jaden McDaniels. The Mavericks have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
And looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Edwards has come in for the Timberwolves. Hardaway hits them both. Now Van Vliet. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. And they get it back. Here's McDaniels. Here's Duren. And finally they hit one. Duren's got 10 points in the game.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
No question about it. I mean, these teams are really battling hard now.
Minnesota calls timeout.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Josh Green's checked in for the Mavericks. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And here's James outside. Drops in the tray. James has got 26 points.
Unselfish. As somebody who already draws a lot of defensive attention, Edwards has to be willing to make that next pass.
Count that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Holmes.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Edwards inside. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist.
Assist from
Van Vliet's got 6 assists now in the game. Passes to Hardy. And here's Doncic from the arc. And James pulls it down. James has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Duren. It's rebounded by Dallas. Holmes got 6 rebounds now in the game. Green, the pass to Williams, to the inside. And that one drops for him. Holmes got 4 this quarter.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
James in the post. He's guarded by Williams. And the dunk by James.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional.
And I'd suggest that he stay with those basics because we've got a tight one here tonight.
Here's Holmes. And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Powell, he's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Powell dishes to Williams. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Shots good by Green.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He doesn't hit that one. Great D that time from Powell. That one drops for him. 30 points for the dude.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
To the middle. Here's Doncic. And he banks in the layup. Doncic has got the game tied up here for the Mavs.
Nice work from Doncic. Doing a good job finding a way to get it done inside.
And here's Edwards from the arc. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
That gives them the lead. And that's now 19 points for Jaden Hardy.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball. And a chance here to check out some stats for him. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync, good luck trying to stop him now.
Timberwolves trail by 3. To the paint, here's Van Vliet. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Van Vliet's got 9.
Man, unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. Van Vliet's a strong finisher for his size.
Took him no time at all on that one.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
From deep, James. Green with the rebound.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Outside Williams. No one near him. A rebound by the Timberwolves. James has got rebound number 8 now on the night. McDaniels kicks to James. McDaniels passes to Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. From deep, James. Green with the rebound. Mavericks leading by 4. Pass to Williams. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Williams has got 6 here in this quarter.
And he can take over in a nanosecond. I mean, once he catches fire, it's difficult to squelch him.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
The Timberwolves shot 6 of 7 at the line. Dallas making a switch here. Curry's checked in. Timberwolves also changing it up. Obi Toppin's checked in for Jalen Duren. DeJounte Murray comes in for McDaniels. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Fred Van Vliet.
And so far the story on Luka Doncic.
Unbelievable play for him over the last month. Second in scoring, and he's in the top 5 in assists per game as well. He sees the floor and makes the game easier for his teammates.
And what he's doing right now, carving up defensive schemes at will. Second best scorer in the league. It's just a marvelous thing to watch and appreciate.
The length and mobility of Powell is really impressive. He's a solid big guy who I think continues just to get better at both ends.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Marjanovic is checked in. Dallas has gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. No one near Curry as he lets it go. From outside, off the mark. Doncic against Murray. Marjanovic passes to Edwards. Inside, Toppin, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Toppin's got 6.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Williams, that's good.
The D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Pass to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it.
A jaw-dropper emoji is what I look like right now. Incredible.
Here's Williams after the basket by Minnesota. Powell dishes to Doncic. Murray with the defensive effort.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution. You know, one of the basic fundamentals in basketball is the ability to box out. He's got that down pat.
This one for 3. And it's Green missing.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Outside for Murray. Shoots over Doncic. Murray, no good. Dallas has got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Green with the ball. And it's Toppin picking him up. Green, the pass to Williams. It's his first trip to the line.
First personal foul. 4th team foul.
No good on the free throw. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dallas. And he's good on the second.
And you can sense that the pressure might have gotten to him a little bit, but he did do enough to put them in the lead.
McConnell against Curry. We've got 1:18 left to play in the third. Marjanovic kicks to Edwards. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Hardaway's checked in. Minnesota also making some changes. Livers is checked in. And Karis LeVert subbed in for T.J. McConnell. We've got 1:08 left in the third. Toppin with the double team. Now the pass to Curry. And there's the call on Curry. It's his 3rd foul of the game.
You know, guys, sometimes it just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
James checked in for Toppin. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. At one point, they led by 16. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. For 3, Murray nailed from three-point land. Murray's got 9.
Well, I tell you what, that's a sight for sore eyes to see Murray connecting from distance, because when he's doing that, it really opens things up for him, because we know he can get to the basket. No idea what they were thinking there defensively. I mean, that's a shot he makes often.
They need this. Kleber, no good.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Minnesota foul. Isaiah Livers. First personal foul. 15.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Now at the line for your Mavericks, Seth Curry.
first one falls for him.
And you know, for Curry, getting into the league has been a battle for Seth. I mean, he's more established and playing with more confidence now.
Hardy, he's checked in for Green. Timberwolves leading by 7. Murray, the pass to Edwards. He shoots again, makes it off the glass. Edwards got 11 in the second half.
Boy, I love the hustle from Edwards that time. Excellent anticipation on the offensive glass.
Powell finds Curry. Now here's Kleba, and the layup is good.
Ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Curry with the steal. Oh, good on that one. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. And Van Vliet out there with DeJounte Murray. Then it's Duren. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Livers in at the 4 spot. Outside Curry to the left wing. Shot from 12. Minnesota with the rebound.
And then they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
And just wanting it more. Van Vliet taking those 2 points. Love how he competes.
Outside Curry. There's the triple. Good on the triple.
He drilled 1 from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
Timberwolves leading by 8. Down low. And it's Murray that time on the assist from Van Vliet.
Murray showing you real poise that time, guys, converting on aggressive defense. The concentration, outstanding.
Curry passes to Hardy. Back to Curry. The 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Duren's got his 16th rebound on the night.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
For Dallas, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Hardaway. And the layup's good off the glass.
Far from just a perimeter threat now. Tim Hardaway Jr. is also capable of converting inside.
LeVert the pass to Van Vliet. Great D that time from Hardaway.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Fires from deep. Kept alive, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And a quick look at how the Minnesota Timberwolves schedule is shaping up. On Tuesday, they'll go up against the Magic in Orlando. And then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Boston Celtics.
And looking at the Blazers matchup, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Luka Doncic, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And a change for the Timberwolves. Toppin's checked in. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
And finally taking care of the ball and playing with a little more intelligence. Turnovers were a problem early on.
Doncic finds Curry. Now Holmes. Outside for Curry, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. Van Vliet against Doncic. Van Vliet passes to Toppin. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
And here is Van Vliet. After Tim Hardaway made that last three-pointer. Van Vliet passes to Murray. Timberwolves passing it around. And Fred Van Vliet gets the three. Van Vliet's got 11 points here in just the second half. And the Mavericks called